Find the LCM. Find the LCM of 14xz and 20xy. Solution. Solution to the problem. We draw a table. We have the expression. The first one, 14xz. The second one, we have what? 20xy. Now, looking at 14 and 20, what number we divide both? Or what can you see there first? We can start from 1, but we are not interested in 1. Let's use 2. 2 divided is what we have. 14 divided by 2, we have 7. So we have here 7xz. Now, 20 divided by 2, what do we have? 10. So we have 10xy here. And one of the rules here is that you must exhaust everything. Now, looking at what we have here, can we still use 2? If 2 is still a factor of what you have here, you have to use it. Now we are still going to use 2. Using 2, what do we have? This is 10 here. Because 10 is here, we are not looking at common factors. We must exhaust all numbers and all elements of variables there. So that is it. So looking at what we have here, we have 10 here. 10. So 7 divided by 2. 2 is not a factor of 7. So we are still going to copy and paste here. We still repeat what we have here in the next step. 7z. Now, 10. 10 divided by 2, what do we have? 5. 5xy. Now, in this case, what is the next thing to do? We can use 7 now. And we can also use 5. So if you use 5 that we have here, because 5 is still here, we have 5. We must exhaust all numbers. So 5 is there. So using 5, 5 is not a common factor of 7. We still repeat it. Then, here, 5 divided by 5, 1. So we have xy. Now we need to use 7. Using 7, 7 divide, 7z divided by 7. What do we have? We have sz left. And we have xy here. Copy and paste. The next step. Now, in this case, we are done with the numbers. We now use the variables. Now, x. We can see x in both. So, sz divided by x. We have what? We are going to have z here. Because x will cancel x. Now, xy divided by x. What will remain? Y. Now, don't forget, this is LCM. You must exhaust all elements of variables. Now, in this case, the next thing, we can use y. Because y is here. And y is not a factor of z. You still repeat what you have here. Because once what you have here is not a factor of a particular simplified expression, then you still have to rewrite that expression. That's why I'm rewriting z now. Now, y divided by y, I'm having 1. Now, I've not used this z. I need to use it. I will use z. Now, using z, z divided by z, what will I have? 1. And this 1 is still here. Z is not a factor of 1, so I will just repeat it. And I said something. You must have 1 and 1 at the end of this approach. So that is one of the things that you can know that, okay, you can be sure that your answer is very correct. Because at the end of everything, you must have 1. In the first column, in the last column, you must have 1 also. That's one thing you need to know. So, now, let's have our answer. LCM of 14xz and 20xy will be equal to what? Now, what we have here, that's 2 times 2, then times 5, then times 7, then times x, then times y, then times z. Now, we multiply together. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 5, 20. 20 times 7, that's 140. The numeric part. Now, x times y, xy times z, xyz. So, we have 140 xyz. One thing you also need to observe about LCM and ACF is this. For LCM, the answer you have is going to be a multiple of what you're having here. That's why it is called lowest common multiple. You can see 14sz is a factor of 140sz. 140xyz rather. 20xy is a factor of this. But for ACF, the answer you are going to have is going to be a factor of the result, of the original expression given. The answer you are going to have for ACF is going to be a factor of the original expression given. While for LCM, the answer you are going to have is going to be a multiple. It's going to be a multiple of the original expressions you are given from the question. This is the solution to the problem. Thank you.